Let me see here. Can't hear my audio. 1 second. There we go. It's your boy Black Roo back with another video. Before we get started, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Roo investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
That Indigo gets me hype every time. Let's see who's in the chat over here. OMC, what is up? Good evening. Good evening. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. And as I share the screen, I just feel like while people are coming in here, like it's time for a little PSA. Um, Everything that's going on right now, everybody just be good people, all right? Like like one of my friends, one of my guys reminded me of something today. Um, no matter what you think on who's on what side or who's ever right, these governments or these radical groups are doing something. But at the end of the day, they're just people on each side. There's just people on each side just trying to do the best they can, right? Somebody's Muslim wife or somebody's Jewish wife are just trying to do the best that they can. So at the end of the day, I stand with people, and I stand with people um, living their best life. You like one religious zealot or one government doesn't represent one person to me, just like Sukiana going over saying she needs her kitty scratched, or that triple K group, of people. They don't represent like all of those people to me. You know what I mean? Like one person does not represent one person to me. You know what I mean? Like everybody's an individual. So just love people. Okay, just love people. All right. Enough of that. But yeah, let's get into the crypto, y'all. The Black Swan has arrived. Where do we go from here? Right? And then one low cap gem that BlackRock likes. Okay. Um, what's up, Jan and Hayes? Long time patron there. What's up, DJ Sahara? What's up, E? Let's get into it, y'all. So really cool, or really, I don't know if it's cool, but after I said what I said, but we got this Black Swan, right? However it came, right? We had been talking about this. We've been looking at different charts. And what we're going to do today is we're going to analyze the Bitcoin chart from TA's perspective, kind of why we were expecting something like this. Like, of course, I wasn't expecting World War III, but chart wise, we were expecting something to go lower with Bitcoin, and so it has. And we'll tell you where we think it's going to go from here. And we'll look at it chart wise, and we'll also look at it kind of esoteric wise, if you will, right? And then one gem that Black Rock loves. This is a great price right now. Great price. We're going to break down that gem. You'll not be disappointed, I promise. So let's get into it here. Bitcoin. So I'm looking at the month chart right now, right? Now, one of the things I want us to go back to, and I kind of changed some colors on this to make it more easily readable. So we have the yellow marks here are delineating halvings, okay? The next halving coming up is this yellow line here. The halving before that in 2020 was here. The halving before that was around here. We can actually go back. It was actually around, like, yeah, no, that's right. That's right. May 16th. So that is correct. So what I'm doing is analyzing what happened the last halving, which is kind of 2019. That's where we would be in this point. We're at the same point pretty much in this upcoming halving cycle that we would have been in 2019. Okay. So, one of the things to note there is you can see this area where we had basically from July all the way to like December a fall, right? Typically, we always get kind of a December shuffling around of stuff. It just always happens. So, with what's going on in the world right now and a couple things that are coming up esoterically, I think we're going to continue to fall. Okay. Um, and you can see here kind of that October ish area, we're kind of getting some of the same action we did um, in 2019, right? The October ish, November ish, December ish area. Okay. We're just getting into that reddish section of the Wyckoff. Okay. And I don't think it's kind of gotten to the tip yet, right? The red bottom tip where it's going to kind of come back up from that. I think we have some more falling to go, and I'm going to give you some esoteric reasons for that. But you can see here, there's some Wyckoff reasons for that, and this is the real kind of long view of this. And oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions, we'll go over those at the end, as we always do here. And this is the really long view looking at this on the monthly. Okay. Excuse me. Now, if we go into the week, we can see here again using kind of the Wyckoff, we see that it's kind of coming down off of this green hump, right? So it's heading and preparing for the red. So again, that that all the more even tells you that we're in for more of a fall. Okay. Um, a good kind of mark to look at that I was looking at on the monthly chart, and you can kind of see it here on the weekly as well, is the 200 moving average. You can see here all the wicks kind of stop at that 200 moving average point. So that 200 moving average point is around 25.6. Okay, so that might be a good point to kind of look at to see, okay, will it hold this 25.6 area? And if not, we might have to start looking at, okay, where's the Wyckoff? Where's the last low point that it fell to? We'd have to come down here somewhere to like 19.7 if it cannot hold this 200 moving average area. And if we go back to the monthly, we will see that again, it's kind of okay. You can't see that on the monthly, it's on the weekly. Perfect. So, yeah, it's holding really close to that 200 moving average area on the weekly. Okay. So, now we're going to move into kind of the esoteric reasons why we can see this continue to fall. One of those reasons will be the eclipses. So here on the 14th, we're going to have the solar eclipse. Now, I believe this is the solar eclipse where there's going to be an actual X right here, right? Remember how we keep talking about that X, right? Really coinciding that here on October 23 to October 14th, 2023, we're getting the first part of that X. And then here in April 8th, 2024, we're going to get the second part of that X. So an X, right? With the two eclipses, X right over basically somewhere in Texas. People say it's Austin. So again, made even weirder by the fact that X is the 24th letter in the alphabet, and next year is 2024. So made even weirder. Yeah, made even weirder by that fact, right? Um, Like you can't make this stuff up sometimes. Like when all of these kind of numbers fall into place, you really can't make it up. Um, so here we have coming up a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses usually tend to be a little bullish. So maybe we have, now that we had this little pullback, it pulls back up a little bit, but towards the end of October, which is a lunar eclipse, we actually pull back down. And I think we might be puttering until like the December area, right? So honestly, that's what I'm looking at. That we're kind of pulling back until the December area. Another thing we can look at are the moon phases. Let me pop that up too. So I think at the end of the month, we also have a new moon, which tends to be again bearish for Bitcoin. So to me, that all signs point to like the end of October not being such a great time. There you go, monthly calendar. Okay, not what I wanted here. Time, sorry. This is okay. Here we go. So, yeah, full moon on the 28th, or full moon, new moon. Okay, new moon is actually coming up here on the 14th. So that's actually opposite energy of the solar eclipse. So we'll see what happens there. Full moon actually on the 28th. So that's going to be, we got the solar eclipse on the 14th with the new moon, and then we got the full moon with the lunar eclipse on like the 28th. So it'll be really crazy to see like which one of these energies went out. But bottom line to me is what's happening here on the monthly chart and what's going to happen sticking to that 200 EMA. Let's go back to the monthly just to show that one more time. We got the dropish area here like we had in 2019. I'm thinking we have that same pulley back type of action coming up here the end of 2023. Okay. Same type of energy. Okay. So look again, let me see what we got in the house here. What's up, Nerd Up Ink Mar? What's up, HBCU Maker? What's up, Courtney Johnson? While I'm in Austin, what's going to happen for me? Oh man, you're gonna have a good eclipse out there, bro. Um, yeah, the city of Austin, X marks the spot. I don't know, bro. I really don't know, to be honest with you. Uh, yeah, I don't know, bro. But yeah, let's get into the energy web token here. So yeah, coin that BlackRock likes a lot. Now, energy web token has been had a nice pullback. Like we haven't seen numbers like this for energy web token since like the beginning of this chart, which was basically 3 years ago. So $1.67. And we know that people keep pushing on climate change, regardless of what we think about it. It's something that's very big for the World Economic Forum. It's very big for people out here, governments. Climate change is a huge issue for them. So um, Energy Web Token will be a part of that. Also, so if you guys don't know what Energy Web Token is, it's going to be basically a broker of of energy assets. So imagine it basically tokenizing energy assets. Okay. Um, Now, by being a partner of R3's Corda, it puts it in a very good position to do that because R3's Corda has all those banking clearinghouses connected to it. So now they can actually broker all of those different energies to different banks and two different huge companies that are part of those banks. Okay. So imagine people just buying energy credits, if you will, right? Um, so there's this really cool article that I found. Now, one thing here that blows me out of the water about this article, this is from like 2 years ago. They say that Energy Web token is fully approved by the SEC, okay, with no ICO and no ECO. So no initial coin offering, no initial exchange offering. Fully approved, okay? Now, if we go up here, this is from Polkadotters and Kusama Polkadot validators. Okay, so I guess this is from those validators. Okay, remember I told you Polkadot's going to be more of the privacy realm, right? Instead of like the DeFi realm. There, everything that's going to be on them is going to be more like enterprise, right? Um, there's some really cool information that they have here about Energy Web. And I'm just going to read this kind of blurb. I kind of already told you guys, but this might make things easier. Energy Web token is the world's largest energy blockchain ecosystem. Energy Web has become the industry's leading blockchain partner for utilities, grid operators, renewable energy developers, corporate energy buyers, and others. So imagine corporate people, utility companies, grid operators buying tokenized renewable energy. Huge. So you can imagine that's why BlackRock would call these guys out. Remember, BlackRock is connected to those people in Davos, right? BlackRock is a huge player in the world economy, right? So there's a reason why they gave this energy web a shout out. So again, people want to, people like stocks because they're so highly regulated and all this other stuff. Look at these guys. Who are they hanging out with? People like BlackRock, who are a part of that whole highly regulated team, right? So let's keep looking here. Solar panels, electric cars, smart thermostats, and even cryptocurrency mining equipment will all be connected to the decentralized energy web and start using verifiable clean energy. Okay. You just go down here and take a look at some of this, right? So we're going to look at some of Energy Web Token's validators. Energy Web ecosystem is comprised of some of the biggest companies in the world, include such as Energy, maybe Engie, Eon, Eneco, Ecohertz, Electrobus, validators that are invested and now host nodes for the chain include the largest companies in the world like Shell, largest energy companies. Shell's huge, 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 huge. EDF, NG, PTT, Total, and TEPCO. So you might recognize some of these different insignias, but of course, we know Shell, right? A lot of these are too small to kind of see. And I don't know how many of you guys know energy companies around the world, but just, just Shell alone, that's enough. But there's a smattering of different people here, right? So Energy Web Token is literally Uberizing or Airbnb rising every single electric device on the planet. Okay. So that's why Energy Web Token picked a proof of authority consistent mechanism. Um, that means that the validators of Energy Web Token are permissioned and is hosted by Energy Web Foundation affiliate organizations, but the chain itself is permissionless. So any user with a private key um, can use it without any restriction. So pretty huge. They get into some other things here, but I think that's the biggest thing that we wanted to kind of take away there. That and the fact that SEC, according to these guys, according to these validators, says these guys are good. Okay. Okay. Let's read this Energy Web Flex. eWeb Flex is a suite of SDKs for integrating distributed energy resources into energy markets and demand flexibility programs. Let's see how users can register themselves. Imagine a prosumer, both for producer and consumer, okay, who wishes to install a new battery storage system in his home. On the EW Flex link, he would select his role and provide the requested information, or he could register his new battery easily by scanning the QR code, the product's packaging. He could do the same with electric vehicle like Tesla. So it's like literally monitoring your carbon, I would assume there. Prosumer can then set some parameters. For example, he can sell his energy to earn as much money as he can while he is sleeping, with the limit he needs for tomorrow morning when he'll drive 40 kilometers at 8 a.m. So essentially, this seems like, okay, a carbon credit system is um, it those people who say like work from home, they don't need as much energy as the other person, so they log onto this and they sell their energy. They sell their carbon credits for a fee, or they sell the energy they're producing for a fee. Okay, so Energy Web in possible use cases for Energy Web: simplifying traceability of clean energy and carbon emissions, increasing grid flexibility by using distributed energy resources. That's the thing that I'm most excited about is just tokenizing energy resources and being able to sell those between huge companies. Um, Traceability of carbon emissions, so much, not so much, but moving on. Excuse me. Enabling developers to build applications built on foundations of Energy Web decentralized operating system, issuing energy attribute certificates for proving that renewables such as solar, wind, and hydro have generated a specific volume of electricity in certain places at a certain time. Okay. So here again. So here are, I guess, some of the pieces of software. We just read E0. We can read E0 on the switchboard again. So E0 enables any renewable energy buyer to find and source procurement options from across a wide variety of digital marketplaces globally. Simply put, buyers can easily verify available supplies of renewable energy options, including energy attribute certificates such as renewable energy certificates, guarantees of origin, and international RECs. So this is going into like ISO stuff, ensuring that somebody has like clean energy. Um, this is I'm imagining somebody has a surplus of energy. Like imagine like Tesla, because they produce like green energy cars and stuff like that. I hear that they have like surpluses of energy that they sell to people. Um, so if you put that on Energy Web Token, then now that surplus can be tokenized and sold to anyone around the world. easily via the blockchain instead of however the heck they do it now, right? Okay. EV Switchboard is an open source tool for identity and access management, IAM, for users, asset and application developers for SSIS, self sovereign identities, decentralized identifiers, and VCs for authentication, authorization, and accounting. And this also shows you again how much DIDs, decentralized identifiers, shout out to ArcBlock, are going to be big in the future. Like, this is like everything that the people over in Davos and all of that kind of want to have pushed through, right? And in some instances, I believe they'll get it. Maybe not in America anytime soon, but in some instances, they really are going to get that. So, yeah, Energy Web Token. I think that's the last one thing I wanted to put there or show there. You can actually stake this. I haven't because I get kind of skittish about some staking, but I think it's actually staking through Energy Web Token itself. So those tend to be like the safest ones. Again, with the fact that Energy Web Token is fully approved by the SEC, there is no real boundary to reach the goals that were settled up. Energy Web Chain, as a relay chain for the world's energy sector, can host parachains for individual regions. We can imagine regions can be continents such as Europe, North America, even countries like the Netherlands, Germany, or the United States, or even cities. So yeah, this is the point that I'm really excited about. Like having like cities or countries on there swapping energy credits. Like that seems to be like the use case for that is endless. But yeah, let's see what we got here as far as. Oh, thank you for this super chat, Janet Hayes. Appreciate it. So I spoke a lot there. I want to see if there are any questions there. We can go read something else if there. We can read over something again if there were any questions on that. DJ, if you heard the nationwide cell phone test, when the eclipse comes, they already primed you, right? They're gonna play it again. It's gonna be it's gonna trigger your subconscious to sell BTC. I hope not, bro. I hope it doesn't get that bad. I know some people were really like that phone test really freaked out some people. Um, just I just hope everything's cool with that. Root, is Energy Web Token going to be more a a tokenized version of carbon credits? Um, that's my thought, but at like the enterprise level. Like imagine like I was saying, like a Tesla or somebody else trading carbon credits via Energy Web Token, or like they said here towards the end here. We can imagine regions such as continents, continents such as Europe, North America, even countries, just having their own parachain selling energy between themselves. Um, I don't think that's something they can implement via like people right now. Apparently, China has this where people actually do have carbon credits. Apparently, but I think in countries like the U.S. or like maybe Britain, they would probably start with companies first. Um, that's my hope at least. So yeah, I do envision this as like kind of like a carbon credit type of system, but mostly for companies first. For companies. Will this Black Sun be deadly? What's up, John Thompson? Well, I really don't think this Black Swan will go any lower than like 19.5 myself personally. I think we're not getting back down to 15. Like that was the last time we're gonna see 15. Not gonna see it anymore. Um, but there's some people that think we'll get down to 12.6. I don't know about that. If we get, I swear, if we get down to 12.6, boy, I'd be happy about it. But I don't think we're gonna get there. Like the lowest I see is around 19. Per me personally. Um, what always kind of has been the thing, like the high of the last bull run is like, well, when I say always has been the thing, like at least the last since the last 8 years, the high of the last bull run is pretty much the cap low of the next bear run. So high of this last bull run before this halving was well, I guess if you look at this, it was around like 12 something. Well, no, 14, 14, 14. So yeah, so 14, 15. But I don't think we get down to 15. I think that was it right there. So once we hit that 15, that was the low right there. I don't think we're gonna get any lower than that. It would kind of break the structure to me if we got lower than 15 to, to like 12. I don't think that's gonna happen. But could I see something like a 20? Yeah, maybe something like a 20, but no, 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 for no lower than that. Or I'm sorry, no lower than the 19 area. 19, 20, like the same thing basically to me. But pair character exaggeratingly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Hey man, I appreciate a cup of coffee. That 3.99 is much appreciated, bro. Thank you. Getting this knowledge is worth a cup of coffee. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. So, it's not too many places that you can get Energy Web. Unfortunately, uh, let's bring it up here in the U.S. Like you could have gotten it on KuCoin, but that ship has sailed. I think you can get it on Bitmart. I'm not sure if you can get it on Uphold or not. Okay, so Kraken, if you have a Kraken account, Kraken can you use Cool on here. BitTrue, I don't know if you can use BitTrue here or not. CoinX and Bitmart. I know you can't use CoinX, but so got those going, and circulating supply is 30. So they're actually still holding a lot of it. Um, it's like a 2 to 1, like as far as like fully diluted in market cap. 2 to 1 is not bad. It's not too bad, but yeah, they're still holding a lot of it, which lets you know they do plan to cash in on this guy. Um, so where will it stop? We'll have to look and see if we think, like I think the rest of the market is going to go down more. Maybe we can get this at a lower price, but I'm telling you, 166 is such a bargain. Again, the lowest it's been in 3 years. Like there, so yeah, it to me it's a really great bargain if you want to try to gamble and get it at a lower price. It's up to you. But personally, my plan is I'm gonna get some more in the upcoming week, and I'll try to see if it goes any lower with the lower market that I'm expecting. And take it from there. But you can see here, total supply is about 70 million. The max supply has a question mark there. I don't like that. Let's go look at CoinGecko to see if we can get. So I want to know if that's fixed or is it not fixed? Yes, I am a human. Or am I? No, as far as I know. Shoot. Let's see here. Okay, max supply with this is 100 million. So still very low max supply, 68 or 69. So really with the circulating, okay, and it looks like that circulating supply over there from Coin Market Cap was wrong. So circulating supply is actually kind of 48. So still, still, like a 2 to 1 with the fully diluted market cap and the current market cap. But yeah, I definitely expect this to be big given all the things I just said. And we can see the actual high of this. It tipped $20 in the last bull run. So getting it here at $1.66, you're actually getting over a 10x with this. So no problem, John Thompson. Uh, Courtney Johnson, can you take a look at Tron? Yep. Tron's one of those ones. If you're really big, like Tron should probably be in your pocket. I know it's hard to get it over here in the US. Maybe Courtney, you can tell the people where they can get it over here. Okay, another one that has kind of technically infinite supply. Um, at the moment, total supply is circulating supply, pretty much, right? Other than like 60K Tron. Um, but they can increase the supply if they want to. Tons of volume, tons of volume. But if we're looking to last bull run, okay, last bull run and bull run before last, it got up to about 16 to 18. Um, Generally, if we're looking at kind of like patterns, right? We got that W pattern here. So usually on W patterns, that's when something kind of breaks out of the W pattern. So we should kind of expect this to go beyond the 18 point. There are other coins that are kind of in that same type of W pattern, if you will. And they happen to be coins kind of like Tron. Um, as far as like the people who are around them and the people who are working on them, Stellar looks the exact same W pattern. Um, Litecoin, exact same W pattern. So, like, I think this is the big this is the bull run where these guys kind of break out of this W pattern, and we see them actually achieving new all-time highs. Okay, there's stellar. And here I just wanted to point out Ethereum. Remember, we told you guys. Shout out to the gentleman of crypto. Shout out to Bitcoin Zay. Shout out to King. We told you guys. What happened to the last time there was a futures. All right, the Bitcoin futures took Bitcoin down, and guess what? The Ethereum futures took Ethereum down. And we had news articles like crypto people rejoice, crypto people like crying, like the ETH spot future or the ETH future is here, and that so probably lower ETH for a little bit. Um, if you can probably get under 550 is probably a good price for Ethereum if you're looking to kind of bulk up on some Ethereum. But I came over here to put on Litecoin. So all three coins have been around for like two bull runs, all with that W pattern going on here. So how far does Tron break out of this W pattern? Um, I don't know how big do we think BRICS is going to be, right? I think BRICS is going to be pretty big. I think I think people know that things are shifting away from the American dollar to probably BRICS nations currencies, probably even Bitcoin or something like XRP being a world reserve currency. Um, so, things like Tron, things like Binance and Tron have a very heavy foot over there in Asia. We know Justin Sun used to be ex Ripple. He was an ex, like, not young global leader for the WEF, but the ones right below the young global leaders. So the honorable Justin Sun, he has connections, right? So yeah, I definitely expect for Tron to break through this and picking up some. It's definitely I think going to be a plus. But how much of a plus? I don't know that we can say. Um, yeah, I don't know that we can say. But if we just look at it, if we just take it from here, the high was 18, uh, maybe possible 2 to 3x, but who knows from here. So other coins might have a bigger possible like X to them, like how we got Stellar here. We know, okay, it's at 10 cents, but it was close to 80 or 90 cents in the last bull run. So a possible 10x here with Stellar. And we already know they're in with Litecoin or I'm sorry, with Coinbase and MoneyGram, and they're the CBDC for Ukraine and all of that. Tron's been very quiet, but I think they will be a big part of what's going on with BRICS. So, what is up, crypto and focus? Damn, ETFs killed my lady bags. Oh man, can you take a look at recently deployed Ponzi SEI? VC's got in at 8 cents. Yeah, I can take a look at it. That's why I think some of these like layer twos are like they're trying to just get their hands on some Ethereum at your expense. You know what I mean? But I guess I guess you can hold your Ethereum on there if you want to, but let's see. So here's remember we were talking about that whole market cap thing, right? And the diluted market cap. Here's an area where you see this one is darn near 5, right? So so if all of these coins were purchased for this price right now, right, it would be like 5x the market cap. So they definitely have the ability to dilute more, right? But one way to look at this is, okay, are they going to really be happy if they bought in at 8 cents? Are they really just happy with 20 cents of a gain? No. They're probably going to pump this boy up and wait till, they get 5 or 6 or 7x of a gain and then dump, right? Um, so I guess you just have to use your own discretion here. Like, okay, maybe I can buy some in it. This is not financial advice, but this would be what I would do, right? Um, Maybe buy in at 10, try to get at least a 2 or 3x out of it, and just, gradually take profits at 2x and then at 3x and so on, right? Because we all know, like, with the crypto market, 2x's are so great. People in the stock market are like, 20%, great. Like, 15%, my God. But with the crypto market, we have these really good advantages. We can almost get like a 2x in our sleep. And that's nothing to sneeze at. So, one way to play this would be to get in now and just take some profits, like maybe 20 or 30% profits at 2x, some at 3x, and leave some in case they actually go to the 5x area or whatever. That could be a way to play it. And this is just sight unseen, not knowing what they do. Um, just looking at the chart. But if we kind of look at, again, remember he did say VCs were in this Coinbase Ventures portfolio, multi-coin capital, like same thing like with those ones like Sui and Optimism and all of this, right? Um, let's see if we can look at their Twitter. Okay, a good amount of followers there. They claim to be the fastest layer one. Nice to see kind of who's looking at them. Strictly Sports is looking at them. Shout out to my guy Ace. Tactical investing, looking at these guys. CEO of Upholds, Martin Heispec, and he seems to always be involved with good tokens all the time. So I really love it when I see him on something, right? Logan Ross of Benzinga, he's on there. Shout out to him. Shout out to Benzinga, by the way. Crypto Larks on there. Yeah, man. Yeah, I would grab it and do what I was saying. That would be my play with it. Cool. I'm glad we got some questions at the end. We'll be back on here on Saturday 9 well, actually 10 o'clock ish. Love to have more questions. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'll be in the Telegram. Links in the description. If you want to get in the Telegram, it's completely free. We had a whole bunch of people kicked out. So if you were in the Telegram and you were like, "Did Black Roo kick me out?" No, I didn't. Something just happened and kicked out 70 of my members. Crazy, right? Um, so yeah, if you're not in the Telegram, get back in the Telegram and be sure to spread the word about the channel, y'all. I was talking to a friend not too long ago, and he's like, "Bro, they just unsubscribed me from your channel," and he came up and he told me about it. So it wasn't like I was asking him if he watched the channel and then he like said something to me. You know, he's like he came up to me and said, "Hey, they unsubscribed me from your channel," and I had to go subscribe myself again. So crazy stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks so much, guys. Have a nice Wednesday. Hope to see you on Saturday. Have a good one. Peace.